You know what the easiest way to do this is? So I am going to make a mark in the middle. Do we need to eyeball this, or can we measure that a little bit? Well, we can measure that a little bit. What's the middle of this one? This is pretty much the middle. Alright. Let's punch a hole. And actually the middle is where I already have my space, right here. Left. Maybe I can draw that a little bit to understand what I mean. Where is my pencil? So if we are having a little 1/8, it's not a big 1/8, just a little 1/8. Let's keep away a little bit from. See, so if we are going to be away from this place that we need, then this is the middle, but I don't think it's that necessary. But I'm just gonna punch a hole, and I am keeping my drawings straight, and I have this now in the middle, but it will change if I flip this around. See? Well, not that much, it's actually the same. Alright, that's because I am quite nice in the middle. Cool. Yep. I'm satisfied. So you can check it out, guys, because yeah, I give you some measurements, but it's always cool to check whatever you are. So if I put this equal like this, just equal, this the same, does it then still fit nicely? It does, it does, it does. Alright, so if it does, then I'm just gonna punch another hole in here. But it's always cool to check, double check, always. Never trust my measurements. It's the best tip of the day. Never ever trust my measurements. Alright, let's put these papers together. There you go. Okay, and now you can give this a swing. And then you just need to check it out if it still opens or closed. And it does, it does. So this goes back under and it hides it. Alright, so I'm gonna remove my pencil mark or my white color. Okay, now it comes to the little piece. This one I fold down already. So this fits nicely on this. Well, it's a little smaller, of course. So what I want is to put this under this piece. And if I measure correctly, then this fold line, that's this one, this fold line is the end of this piece. That is what we need. Okay. So put this nice straight. And then we are just going to glue this down. But be sure that this fold line is in here. This definitely needs to fold over. So this fold line needs to stay just on the outside. Okay? That is what we need. So let's put some glue on. You also can use tape, of course. So my score lines fits pretty marvelous. Well, marvelous is a big word, but I'm content. Alright. Now, just keep this straight. Put this under. Here we go. You can use your score line to keep it nice and straight. That's the score line, that was the first score line. Here we go. Okay, so what does this do? Well, if this page is closed, this is our nice closure that folds it nicely to the front. And this is a 1/4 and this is a small 1/4, so everything is thought through. Oh my gosh. It does. And then when everything is covered with design paper, you can unleash this, and this is also our handle. Our handle to move this to the side so you can open this up. Yeah, that is the idea. Okay, cool. Let's move this back. Oh, that's this little guy, this hinge a little bit. Well, if that is a problem, we can put some tape on here so it does not is any problem any longer. Here we go. Problem solved. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Nice. Settle down. Go back. Now we go to this little guy, because of course if we have one down here, we want also one at the top here as well. So what I like to do, because I definitely want to make sure that it's nice and equal, so just put this down and you can measure a little. So I am away 1/4, so I'm gonna make a mark here, 1/4, and this is a 1. But that's okay, this is a 1. So I have a little guideline where this needs to be. Alright, now this, we can place this down here. I think. Or do we need to place it somewhere else? No. No, because this is gonna take out. Well, wait, this is our closure, isn't it? Then we need to put this all the way back. Yes, all the way back. So you just can check. This is the place that you want to be. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add glue. hope it does make sense. So this is actually a very good example on follow along videos, because sometimes I even don't know myself what I'm doing. Okay. I think I like to have it this direction. So I'm gonna put this on. This can be a little more to this side. Good heaven. Am I that terrible to see? This, yep, this I like. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys, but I'm just gonna try a little bit to see where it needs to be. And with this, exactly the same thing. Your fold line needs to be a little bit out. Not too much, but just a little tiny bit. Alright, so. Yes. Still not done, guys. It's still not done, but almost, almost, almost. We still have 2 pieces left that we're gonna need. Alright, so we have a tack piece and a small piece. This one is, this is the last one, the 614 by 814, that's this piece, and then the 5 by 714, and then we scored a 3/4 and a 1. That's this piece. We are going to attach this on this tack, because this is the pull out for the tack, and that tack goes in that big pocket, this big pocket. Okay, so you can put your tack in here just to check it out if it fits, and if it's not perfectly fitting, then you can adjust that so it does fit nicely. And then we can attach, and I will take it out, of course, but I'm just going to show you first what the meaning is. So we attach that on the tack, and then the meaning is that if this is closed just like that, that this is a bit in the middle. So that is why I show you a little bit where I want this. So I just want to keep this nice fitting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on here. Going to see where my pocket is. This is, which one is my pocket? This one. Nope. Yeah, this is my, where was my pocket? This is my pocket with my tag. So I'm just going to put this inside, nicely to the edge. Put everything back, just like that. Here we go. But I also can put this in front. Maybe that is even easier going. Just place this right here. This is not working. Why do I not place this nicely in the middle? Because I normally are not that good with things putting in the middle. How difficult can you do something? I place this in here? Oh, wait just a sec. What if I make a mark? Maybe that's easier going. Well, Easy is not my middle name. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this glue dries really fast, so that is also not that handy. Just gonna put this under here. This is the spots. Okay. It's a very bad example on maybe not to do things, but sometimes it's just, and I bet I will get a lot of tips from you. But, oh, you should have done this way. It's so much easier than what you did. Well, doing things crazy is my middle name. It's still not perfect. Okay, I'm gonna find a way that it does. Don't give up. Don't give up. I am not giving up. I am not gonna give up. I'm gonna try to do maybe tape or something. Let's just give not up. Okay. How can I do this? Maybe just put this flat. Maybe put this on top here or something. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm crazy. Oh, this is quite fitting. Is there a good way to solve this problem? How do I... I'm still filming, I know. I am still filming this, guys. For you guys. This is the tag. This is the moment. This is, how can I do this, guys? How can in the world can I do this to be this nicely fitting in the middle? Because I definitely want to have this perfect. I have no idea, because I think when I'm now pulling this out, it's not even in the pocket. Oh, I'm laughing, but I'm not happy. It is in the pocket. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Guys, I am just going to place this in the middle. Then it should be in the middle, isn't it? Why did I not think of that earlier? Why? I don't know why, because sometimes I think too difficult, but it's not that difficult. You just need to place this down in the middle. Just need a mark here. Yes, I need a mark here, so I can see where that mark is. Yes, guys. That is the way. Is it? Is it? Okay, mark on mark. Keep away from the fold line. This is the way, guys. This is the moment that I glue down. Oh. Okay, guys, this is too stupid for words. I glue down on top. This is absolutely crazy. I can better cut a new piece, but I won't because I still want to make this work. I glue down this completely to there. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. How much can a person mess things up? Many times. And I'm not going to cut this because I don't want to show you all the perfect things that happens. Nope, I also want to show you my strange, chaotic crafting. Yeah. Okay, so is this the correct way? Just glue it down in the middle. Should be. It should be. Let's see where the pocket is. Where was the pocket? Here is the pocket. Big tack. These are out. These are out. Oh, not bad. See? They are in the middle. Here are my stripes. And in the middle. Good heaven. Took me half an hour. It does almost. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it's done. It took me so long. It's already time for cook my dinner. But anyways, no, it's yep. And then there is one last step, but we first gonna decorate. One last step is to glue down this page to stay down. But what do you think of this page? So this opens up, and then you can take out this one, and this flips down, this flips up, and you can take out this one, and then this opens up, and then you still have lots of places. Okay, cool. Time to decorate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like it. I like it so much. So I think it's, yeah, I first go cook my dinner, and then when I am settled down with the strange in the middle, just place a mark in the middle. Guys. Alright, so I only had to adjust one piece. That was this one that I missed, that I did need 2 times. So for the rest, everything is correct. Wow, I'm very proud of myself. So, yep. Yeah, for the closure tab, this little flap, actually one piece did not needed one score line, but yeah, duh. see it because the score line is now on the back, but that's no big deal. All right, so I'm gonna pause. You can pause me again if you want, or just write everything down if you wanna make the same thing. Write it down on a note, and then everything is correct, and it will look better when we are gonna put design paper on. So I will see you tonight. Don't go away. Bye bye. Yay, let the fun start. Alright guys, so for those who likes to join me with decorating the pages, welcome. For those who does not like to see me doing it all, you can skip this part. Alright, so I have my little tray with all the little leftover pieces, and these are the tags, but let me first, because I like to move everything where it's supposed to be, and then I step by step do my thing with the papers. That is at least what I like to do. So I'm just gonna put everything back where it's supposed to be, and then we are just going to start decorate everything step by step. All right, so everything is back in. Here we have our pages. Yeah, we can make a selection of papers, which I used with here because I don't want to get too much getting back. So here I do have that black and white, so maybe it's a good, I'm just gonna keep an eye in front of me just to see where, like this for example, we use this, so I definitely like to bring that color back on this side. So maybe we can do that with the flaps, these little flaps. So that is, yeah, let's just do that first, step by step. Please going to do. All right, so I'm just going to start with cutting this. I mean, I think we can cut 2 pieces out of this. God, this is nice black on black, so you don't see that much. All right, so let me put this up here so I have a little bit more space right here. So I think we also can do the backgrounds. So this is front and back. That's perfect. We have needed the round ones. And then we just need to think about a little bit how we're gonna do that. Are we gonna put an eyelet in here, or where we can add our ribbon inside, because we are going to make a closure with a ribbon. We even can. So what do you think? Do you like a ribbon to close? For example, this would fit amazing with that, and this ties very easily. The satin one is also nice to use, so I would recommend one of these 3 to use. The other ones are a little bit more stiffer, so one of these, but then we just make an eyelet in here and just tied things. And otherwise we also can make that wound one and just tie it up. So what do you think that we should do? We already have with this page this one. So it is up to you. I do like this method. I do. Maybe we even can make two. So you can cross. That is also very nice. It's something different. But then again, you need 4 braids. Not that picky on braids, but they are very expensive lately. So I have no idea why that is. But everything is getting expensive. Even chocolate. Oh my goodness. But that's not to bore you with. So I think we just go for the eyelets. I do like having a ribbon, and we do have so much ribbon. So yeah, meaning that we can apply these two. Here we go. Front and back. Okay, so let's do the other one. I'll come back in a second. We're going to use exactly the same ones, and then I come back and put an eyelet in here. Okay guys, so what do you think? Well, first of all, I need to make sure that I have the middle. At least do my best to get the middle. Here we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, how can I? Oh, just lift it up. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I love to make this a little sturdier, just because. Yeah, cool. Alright, and when it's finished I am going to use the ribbons. For now it's not necessary, but I was just thinking, and you'll think now, oh my gosh, what is she going to do? Well, first of all I'm going to smooch my edges of this tag. Yeah, because I want to use it nicely in the middle of this, but I'm not gonna apply this just. So I'm just gonna place this down. I'm gonna make a mark, and please forgive me, want to make a little pocket out of this. Yep. I am so sorry, but I am. And I am just going to try. Ooh, I don't think that I have any. I have a bunch, but I don't think that I have one that is deep enough. Nope. I have plenty leftovers, but I can use the 120 gram for this one. So let's say 1/2 inch, about. I'm just going to overlap this a little, and we're going to make a mark here. And yes, we are going to make an extra pocket. Can you believe it? Yep, I can. I can. Here we go. Let's see, sideways. And this is also not easy to see, black on black with everything. So let's put this on. And let's make another fold line. Yeah, I thought we're only gonna decorate. Yep, that was the plan. That was the plan. But you know me sometimes. I have other plans. This page is definitely gonna be wild. I can't wait till it's all finished. This is page chaotic. I think I can say that. But if I created this page last week, then I had to make it right away with filming and not wait an entire week. Okay, perfect. Right, put it on. By the way, yesterday, for those who likes to know a little bit, I went yesterday to the denture guy, and for the rebase of my immediate dentures. And I was a little afraid, but still you're gonna hear, you can hear it, me talking. But I have to say that the new hard lined, it fits so much better, and using the glue, especially for the below denture, for the upper denture, I don't use glue right now. It stays very nicely, but the below I definitely gonna use glue for it. And I must say, this now stays so much better. I glued this down in this morning, and it still is in. So oh my gosh, that is a mind-blowing thing, because with the other one I needed to do 3-4 times a day. So that's a relief. I know that this is overlapping, but that's okay. So shall I put this, because I know it's overlapping, so maybe I am gonna put this, and we do have plenty leftovers, so I want to make sure that it's perfect. Well, perfect, but do my best. Oh, this is not wide enough. I'm gonna try to find a 120 for this. Yep, here it goes. So I'm gonna put this on. So yeah, I was telling, I was a little afraid of it because I was so afraid that it will not fit because with the soft lined up, it finally suit well, but yeah, once it was glued in. But yeah, I needed to glue it down several times a day, especially as soon as I ate something, then it gets loose. But now, well, I only had it yesterday, but I have to admit that it fits so much better. There are a few little spots that makes it a little uncomfortable, but what I'm now gonna say is totally not what the denture guy wants, but I can fix sometimes it a little bit myself with my nail, I call that an electric file. I do have it, and sometimes I can manage myself little spots, and that works very well with me. I know it's not normal. Well, not normal. I think most of the people do that, don't you think? I think it does. What's here? What's with this little piece here? Oh, okay. But anyway, I am very, very happy with it. So I hope those little spots will get away soon. And if I only need to glue down one time a day, then oh my gosh, then I am happy. So yep, I am sorry if you do not want to hear about my denture adventure, but it's me, it's what I am. So I am gonna tell you. Okay, so what kind of paper I'm gonna keep this? I'm not gonna use this soon. Well, you can use this maybe, but I want to have it this direction. So we are going to apply papers first a little bit. Oh, maybe we can use a little bit of this craft paper to have this on the corner. Is that an idea or is that strange? Yeah, I'm just going to cut a full piece that looks a little bit better than just too much cutouts. We also have this piece. It works also well with this lined up. Oh, that's a shame, but we have plenty of these. Okay, let's see, maybe some other paper. Wait just a second. Okay, I will go for this black one. Well, dark anthracite gray. Oh, I hope I see this. This I see then, I think a little bit better. I hope, fingers crossed. All right. Then I can use maybe this for the back. Okay, that will work. How much do we need? A little lower. There we go. Tiny little short. Okay, that is for the pockets. There we go. Alright, let's glue this one on. Okay, like it, and now I'm gonna put this on here, but what if we glue this and here? Then you still have a little tuck spot right here. Oh my gosh, I can't do enough. Yes, I know. I know, I'm crazy. It's just the options, guys. You have an option to have a nice little extra tuck spot. Why not? Why not take it? I think I'd like to equalize this at the bottom, so only this top will pop out. So if you have any, and we do have, like this, a little example, a little tuck spot. Yes. Why not? Just do it. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. And I know this is the pull out. I know. But nobody knows when you see this first. So we have a big pocket here, a little tuck spot here. Yes, cool. And now we go first to this page, and this is this page right here. This definitely screams for some orange. So let me decide how we're going to decorate this below page. Okay, I had this strip still left, and then with this color, it looks nice to make a little strip. So first I am gonna cut, and I one diamond piece. Love it. I'm gonna cut myself another one. And I always can use another one, but you never know. You never know with me. Alright, so we are going to use maybe two, I don't know, just because it can. So let's see how. Let's just line this up. You always can cut a small piece off, but it's not necessary to glue these strips on top. It's no need. It makes it too much bulk. So let me cut this piece. And then first I'm gonna cut a, let's say a ½ inch, 3/4. A 3/4 from the top and a 3/4 from the bottom. There is where I'm gonna start with. Now we're gonna cut this one the same size. Yep, it is very fragile to do this, but it's worth it. Absolutely, it's worth it. This direction. Okay, and then I also going to do exactly the same, of course, with the top piece. I was, by the way, last week to the first time ever in a courtroom. Not for myself, but don't worry, I did nothing wrong. But it was for my son, and no, my son did not even also did something wrong. It was for his car. Something with the car salesman or something. But anyway, me and my hubby, we went to support him a little bit, and I must say I was just curious because I never went to a courtroom here in Holland. So, well, also not from another country. Why do I say here in Holland as if I went to a courtroom in another country? Nope, never went to anywhere. It was so boring. God heaven, it's so boring. I almost regret that I went. Yeah, we are not that kind of people with all those fancy words and repeating. Nope. I am very, very impressed for those who have those jobs. That they have to sit in those courtrooms many times, but oh my gosh, and I must say, with all due respect, don't be angry at me, but guys, that lawyer could talk. Oh my goodness, he just would not stop. And I think that's a good thing when you have that, when you have this job. Absolutely. But yeah, there was a point when he, oh please, can you just keep your mouth shut for a minute? No, he was very, very good for my son, and I'm very happy that that he was there for my son. But it's still not finished, of course. We were hoping that it was just one time in that courtroom, but the other person was not appearing himself, how you call that, he was not there. Nope, he was just not showing up. So yeah, that was also very boring. But so I hope next time, that will be, I think, long after the summertime, that this story will continuing, but fingers crossed. Okay, let me see how this looks. Oh my gosh, this looks... Okay, so this is the first thing that you will see if you see this page for the first time. That is cool, if I may say so myself. I like that. Okay. Yep. So then, what is the first time that we are going to open? Shall we go to the inside here, or I think we are going to flip this open. I think I like to start first with this piece. So yeah, is that a good idea? I think so. And then open this. Or what if we just pull this back and first open this out? Maybe it's even easier then to flip this open. Yep, otherwise this is in the way a little bit. Okay, that's a good thinking. A good thinking. So let's do this one. Well, you know I like to use all my leftovers for the tags. I normally do. So, but the back for this one I want to keep it clean. So for the back we also can use this one because that's the same. Nah, that's too busy. Nope. Let's just use this one. And don't glue your gussets shut. Promise me I went there a lot to shut down the gusset. And you don't want that. Nope. You don't want that. By the way, about last Friday, for when we went to the court, it was, by the way, in Eindhoven. The newest big city of my town. Good heaven, it was a very long time that I was visiting in the center of Eindhoven. God, it was so much changed. There were so many one-way directions of streets. What was like 10 years ago, it was not. So, oh my gosh, we almost came too late to the courtroom because we had to drove so many miles around the center before we even got there. Oh my gosh, there was so much changed. You definitely need to take aware of that next time if you go visiting a big city in the sense there is so much change. God, good heaven, especially the big cities. God, I am so glad that I'm not living in a big city. Ugh. Not my thing. Absolutely not. I like my little town here with not one single red lights. Stop light, how you call that? Lights, red lights, green lights. Well, those things. So yeah, we keep this plain, and now we go to this part, which I think I like to have them more fancy with the corners. That looks so much better right away. I like it. Alright, and as you have know that we do have plenty leftover pieces. You know I like that. You know that. We can cut them all the same, or we can cut all these little pieces like so. It's just a matter, of course we're going to need to cut this one the same direction. It's just an option. It's just an option. I think I'm going to start with this a little bit. Just play a little around with using the leftover pieces. You know I love to do that. Using all the little pieces. And like I always say, you can hate it or you can love it. I do love it. I don't know why, but it's just a kick. I really get a kick out of this to just use it all. And each time find a nice way to do. So, just use it all. You just need to start with a few pieces of paper, and then the rest you just can fill it up. It's especially the corners. Don't forget to do the corners. I think this piece fits marvelous, but we are going to cut this the same size. And then of course the bottom needs to cut down as well. Could do that right away. Oh my gosh. Alright, so what else was happening this weekend? Well, my daughter had a little job accident. I don't know. Well, there was falling down from the top. I call that not a drawer. She works in a store where they sell loads of things in a, let's call it a dollar store. And they also sell, oh, what's the word? Yeah, gloor in Dutch. I have no idea how it's called in English, but gloor is also used to clean toilets. And oh, this one fits marvelous, I guess, with here. What we also can go, yeah, this I definitely like. So you're gonna use that for the toilet. So, and it has a very bad smell, and it also makes your clothes white if you, or orange. Your clothes are gonna get orange. If you have black and you're gonna work with that, then there is a possibility that your clothes are having orange dots, splatters. Alright, but coming to the accident, one big bottle of 2 liter was falling down, and my daughter had to clean it up. And she was wearing gloves, but not a mask, a face mask, not knowing that she needed to do that. But right after that she was finished her job, and she went home, but she was not feeling well at all. So say, oh, it would fit nice, but it's not the same. Oh, we can use this. It's a little awkward, very plain. I'm not going to use that. So she was not feeling well, but yes, she had an appointment with having dinner with a friend, so she went out, but she was very soon back home again because she could not talk. Her throat was hurting, so I told her, well, please go to sleep, drink a lot, and first thing in the morning when it's still not gone, we are going to the doctor. And it was Saturday, so then you have to call a different number than your own doctor. But in the morning, nope, she was not feeling well, and so we went to the emergency doctor. And she got some checkups, and they said to us that she has a gloor infection, gloor poisoning. And so okay, now what to do? Well, first she was telling us that we could happy because her lungs were not burned, so that was a good sign, thank God. And then the next 24 hours, well, from the day earlier, so when we went there she needed to have, let's say, 8 hours left, because the first 24 hours is critical, and when she is feeling not well enough, she needed to call the 911 security emergency thing. Ah, this is not, that is too bad that this is not fitting. Alright, that is too bad. But anyway, oh, here we also have some stuff laying around. So we went home with knowing that in the next few days it will get better. And now it's Tuesday and it is getting better. The dizziness and the feeling sick is gone, but her voice is terrible and her throat is feeling like a big infection. It's red and everything. But the doctors told us that it will go away in a few days, maybe a week even. So we just have to wait. But each day it's getting better. It's getting better each day. But God, she thought that she would, how do you call that? That she is, oh, what's the word? What's the word in English? Oh, this even fits this way perfectly. What's the word? In that way? No, how do you call that? When you think you are overrating things? I don't know the word, but she was definitely not. She was not complaining for a wrong reason. She was definitely complaining with the correct reasons. And not being a small child. that was she afraid of, that she doesn't want to complain too much, but she wasn't. God, if you have pain, then you have pain. And if you are worried that there is something wrong, then you just need to go to the doctor. That's as simple as that. Okay, this I love. And then the back, we are just going to make it simple. Simple as we can get. But we can do that later if you want. If we have something for now. Or not. We also can do a twist with the same papers a little bit. But using too much is also not. Oh, but this and this and this, and then I only need to have just one little piece. It can work, can work. Yeah. Okay, let's see what I came up with this combination of papers. Yeah, you know I love that. I love to use, well, I'm going to keep this in one piece. That's for sure. And then I think that I like this for the bottom. Maybe. Alright, back in a second. Okay guys, so far with my leftover pieces. Yeah, cool. Of course there is already a little tiny booklet inside, and I must say, if you use the 120, it feels so not that bulky. So I'm very happy with the 120. Before I continue, I like to add something in this pocket, and I like to use this piece, but this is not completely in the same spot. So is that annoying, or do you think from, oh yeah, don't make a fuss of it? Well, what if we just cut this a little smaller? I also want to use this piece. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a small 3/4 out. Then still we can use this and it's not that awkward. I'm gonna keep it like this. Alright, first of all I need to know how deep this can go. So this is the goal of using this piece of paper. Okay, that fits. Yeah, I did smooth it. Maybe it looks even a little bit nicer if we just round the corners. Alright, put this on. Yep, I am first going to glue this one down. Go, and then I like this, so I am going to glue this down. Nicely in the middle, but higher. Alright. And now we are just going to cut it out. I'm first going to cut this piece with my fiskars so it's nice and straight. Then the corners. And then we are just going to cut this around with a little black edge. Yes, that looks amazing. Like it. Oh my gosh. Yep, I definitely like it. Oh, does it still fit? No, 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 no. Shoot me. Shoot me. Well, I'm gonna fix that. Just cutting a little off the bottom. Go. We just can't fix that. Yep, fixed. Shh, nobody knows. Yep, I like. Alright, this is ready. Just put it away and let's continuing with the rest of the papers. So we have done that. Yeah, now I think I like to do this piece. So first thing that you see, this I also want to decorate. The bottom is absolutely not necessary. You don't see that because you're going to move this. I'm going to move this back. So the back is not necessary, but this piece we are. But first, let's see if we have a nice image that fits on here and then that fits with the rest. Okay, cool. Let's see, guys. Oh, super excited. Oh, I was almost getting ready without you. So what about this cute image? I'm gonna start with this because you have to see this as a big top card, top, I call that tag, top of the tag. So I'm just gonna start with this at the bottom. And then we're gonna do this piece, but we need a nice rounding. Which one? And actually I don't want to use a full piece of paper, but this fits very nice. But I don't want to do a complete full piece of paper. How we can solve that? Okay, let's cut this. I'm gonna try to keep the sides, or having, let's say, a small 1/4 each side. So I'm also gonna try to keep the same distance from here and the top. So just a small, a big 1/8 or something, I don't know, something like that. But I am gonna cut the paper as if I'm gonna use the full sheet. That fits perfect. I like it. Alright, now I am going to use my fiskars for this. Now you will say maybe it's a waste of papers, but no, because that what I'm going to cut out, I can use that for other options. But this is a nice quick way of, because yeah, I'm just going to put that in my leftover tray, but I can use everything. So that is not a waste of papers, absolutely not. Maybe the first time that I did it this way, but strips, using 1/2-inch strips is also a nice way, even better. But sometimes this is also a nice way of using it. Okay, and then we're just gonna put this one on, and then the last part of this little page. But look at the color combinations. Amazing, I love it. Yeah, now we can flip it open. Later we are gonna glue this page down with only here, but for now we can open it up. Okay, now I only need to cover up this piece and this little piece, and then the back, I think we're gonna keep this simple, I don't know, but maybe we can use this for the top. crazy. No, that's too much. Maybe for the back, I don't know, but I'll come back in a second. Okay, and I like it. Just as this is, by the way, the back of this orange one. It's a nice cream color one, and I always can. I don't know if we have. No, I don't. We don't have small ones. No, we just did not. We made small words. No, I think not every collection needs to, but I'm used to that. Otherwise I could make a nice little word. I know we only have big ones, but that is okay. So we're gonna flip this open, and then I like to use this piece for here. So that fits nice, not completely, but we are going to make it fit. Okay, we're gonna start with putting this. And this, and then a 1/2 inch from the top. Okay. If you have, by the way, pictures that you already want to add in here, then I suggest that you use first your picture, and if it's not fitting completely, then you just can cover up a little bit with the design paper. Go. Nice same ones right along each other. You also can use your leftovers. That is of course totally your decision what you're going to use. Alright, now the meaning is, I don't know if this fits with two of them. Yeah, it does fit. Okay, then we first go to apply this little guy. Oh, and then I still have not enough. Oh my gosh, wait just a second. Do I? Yeah, this is enough. Oh my gosh. I thought I did not have enough. Crazy. Okay. Here we go. And then I think it's time to join my hobby. Upside down, this direction. And watch a series. Well, not a complete series, an episode. Because it is later in the evening, could not resist to start a little bit for these. And then the rest we are going to continuing more tomorrow. There we go. What do you think, guys? I like it. Yeah, cool. Alright, and yeah, now we can just move this backwards. But the meaning is that this, yeah, flips nice. Nice. Alright guys, so far, so cool. Oh my gosh, very happy with it. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna join my hubby and I will see you tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna finish this page. Alright, nighty night. Okay guys, so far what I have. So I was telling you that I was using this piece of paper, and when you pull this out, I like to use the back of the cover. And I also did this piece, matches nicely with the orange, and the back I just used the leftovers. It really is a nice going. If you don't like this piece, you always can add a nice picture or something right here at the bottom, but I don't mind this. I really like it. So that, or even a nice quote or something. See? But like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind this little strip. So that is my big tag. And what I did for the background is just brown craft paper. I could not use design paper. I think it's really too much. So if you have a nice cardstock color, craft color, or another color, if you want, you also can use design paper, but I didn't. So that is for the big tag. Now we need to go to this inside. This piece right here, I'm gonna leave that open because I definitely want to use leftover pieces for this one, because those pages are pretty large, so I don't want to get a lot of leftovers and not using them. So that is what I'm going to use this later for. But now we're going to go to the inside, and I do have these left. So I'm definitely going to do something with these, and maybe this one at the bottom. So let's give that a look. Oh, this is nice for a strip maybe, and that fits also with this. So that is my first goal. First using these two. This one here, and let me remove this right away. And then for this little flap, this piece, and I'm gonna use the leftovers for this piece. So let's do that. Yeah, do you want to do? I'm just gonna stay here with you guys. Let me stay here with you. Wait just a moment. Wait. Yep. Are the dogs? The dogs are still outside. It's not raining, so I can leave them for just a little bit longer. So let me just start with this one. Okay. Leftover pieces, the more the better. So I'm gonna do one and then the other one. We can do that ourselves. And what shall we do on the inside? What shall we do on the inside? Here we go, leftover. Yeah, it's not a leftover, but to fill this up. There we go. And that is as easy I can make it. Burnish it down till the glue is nicely dry. Okay, see, that is nice. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Alright,